Today we're going to react to something that might be better than Zack films. They have the same animation style, but they have better storytelling. His story. And it looks like now they have a branded person, unlike before.
My twin brother Chris and I were 9 when we learned Morse code. We tapped messages under the dinner table when Mom told us to stop talking and tapped through the wall between our bedrooms every night.
That's a double brother, bro. If you have this type of bond,
Chris got
cherish
into a
it.
car accident and the doctor said he'd never wake up. I pulled up a chair next to his bed, took his hand, and tapped. Are you there? Nothing. But I came back the next afternoon and tapped again. Before I left, I always said the same thing. See you tomorrow, Chris. A week later, Chris's fingers twitched against mine, and I almost fell out of my chair. I grabbed a nurse, and she barely looked up. They're reflexes. It doesn't mean anything. I bought a notebook the
Nah, they mean something, bro.
next day and
The
started
son of
writing
hope.
down every single one. 4 months in, Mom watched me scribbling and said, "How long are you gonna keep doing this?" Until he
Honestly, mom.
taps back. He's not gonna tap back. You're talking to a corpse.
Yo, it's your own son. At least have some hope, bro. Honestly, if you were like this, I'll drop kick you.
That lasted a few more months before he pulled me into the hallway. We need to talk about donating your brother's organs. His fingers move.
No, bro. Why is the family against him so badly?
Move every time I hold his hand, Dad. The nurses said those are reflexes. Stop getting your hopes up, son. I don't
Nah, L family for real. Once he wakes up, hey, we moving out of here, bro.
care what the nurses
Me and the
say.
brother.
You're not donating my brother's organs. But a week later, my parents called to have Chris transferred to a long-term facility to die and scheduled a meeting to sign the papers. The afternoon before the meeting, I tapped into his palm like always, but this time, something tapped back. Short, short, short. Long, long, long.
W Morse
Short,
code?
short, short. SOS. I grabbed his hand. Chris, if that's you, squeeze once. He squeezed so hard my knuckles cracked. I stormed into the meeting room and told them my brother just responded to me. The caseworker said, "This is very common with families who aren't ready to let go." My parents
Hey, whoever wrote the script, frick you, bro. Cause you love hate for sure, bro.
nodded. I grabbed the transfer papers off the table. You're not
gonna
signing
rip it?
anything until you come see for yourself. I walked them to Chris's bed and grabbed his hand. Ask him anything. The caseworker asked what year it was. Chris squeezed out the answer. Count to 5. 5 perfect squeezes. His mother's name, tapped out letter by letter. By the 10th question, she said, "He's still alive. We can't move him. We..."
Yo, the mother, bro. Honestly, frick the mother, bro. Oh, he's gonna die. We're gonna have to transfer his organs. Screw you, witch.
Later, I asked Chris what kept him fighting when everyone gave up. Heard Mom call me a corpse. Heard
Yeah.
Dad say donate my organs. Heard all of them leave, except you. I asked why. I wanted to see you too.
Aw, W brother, bro. And to the mom and dad.
Every time we heard a knock on the front door, my dad would yell, "Stealth mode," and we had 30 seconds to kill every light in the house. My brother and I
What?
would race through the rooms, flipping switches, yanking cords, shutting off the TV mid-show, while some guy outside banged on the front door yelling, "I know you're in there, buddy." Dad
What kind of operation is this?
timed us.
This show
Once
is
everything
scary.
was dark, no talking, no moving, no looking out the windows. We'd sit there until Dad did his owl hoot, which meant all clear. Sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes almost an hour. Afterwards, he'd high-five us and go, "Real ninjas couldn't do better." He told us stealth mode was top secret. Never
Okay, no, honestly, if you have this type of operation within your family, y'all got it, bro. I'm not messing with you for real.
tell your teachers, your friends, nobody. Other people wouldn't understand. For years, I believed him. When I was 8, I asked Dad why we had to hide so much. He said some annoying guy kept bothering our family, and stealth mode was how we dealt with him. I felt proud we had a secret skill that could outsmart bad guys. By the time I was 10, I heard the voice outside yell something about a bet and $20.
Is this the guy that couldn't pay back his friend? So now what he does is he has a stealth mode operation, so the friend doesn't know he's in this house. Alright.
tugged Dad's sleeve and whispered, "Is the bad guy trying to steal our money?" Dad shushed me so hard I flinched. When I was
He needs to pay back someone, is why.
12, I broke the window rule, peeked through the blinds, and saw a completely normal guy in a polo shirt standing on the porch rubbing his forehead. He didn't look like a criminal. He looked like someone's tired uncle. At 13, I told Dad I was just going to open the door and tell the guy to leave us alone. The color left his face. "You absolutely cannot do that." That was the first time stealth mode didn't feel like a game. By 15 or 16, it barely happened anymore. But when
15
it
by
did,
16.
Dad would peek through the blinds looking guilty. Mom just shook her head from the couch and muttered something under her breath. I was 17 and home alone when I heard it. I know.
So what is this guy about, bro? I'm so curious.
Oh, you're in there. It's been 12 years, man. I
12,
opened the front door.
12 years to pay back $20 is what I'm guessing.
The guy nearly fell backwards. Normal-looking dude, middle-aged, holding a crumpled piece of paper. "Oh, hi. Is your dad home? I'm his old college roommate." He held up the paper. "Your old man bet me $20 Michael Jordan wouldn't win his 6th ring. That was 1998. I've been knocking on this door ever since. He handed me the
gosh.
IOU, both their
I
signatures,
knew
right
it.
there at the bottom. I left it on the kitchen table. Mom
Hey, by the way, all for 20 bucks for 12 years, bro. This is why you ask for the money up front, all right? If you're gonna do a bet.
saw it first.
Because this is gonna happen. Telling your whole family to do ninja mode. All right.
And laughed so hard she had to hold the counter. Dad picked it up, read it, put it back down, and the first thing out of his mouth was, "So now he knows someone's home." Then he turned off the kitchen light and got under the table. We were never in danger. My dad just lost a bet because of the greatest of all time.
Hey, La Bamba, my go. Hey, so far, bro, yo, Zack T Films, you got some competition, yo. This guy's storytelling is so good. Like, it gets you immersed into the story. It doesn't let you leave. But we only watched 2 videos. We still have a lot more to watch to see if he's really that better than Zack T Films.
My teacher looked at my drawing, covered her mouth, and ran out of the room screaming. Our
Okay, how bad or what could it possibly be for you to do that?
assignment was to draw something that makes us happy, so I drew me and my dad fishing at the lake, something we do every Saturday.
And you laughed and ran away.
I picked up my paper to see what she saw. 2 stick figures, a fishing rod, a lake, a building that said Larry's Bait and Tackle, and a fish that I even labeled fish in case there was any confusion. I had no idea what I did wrong. She came back with 2 security guards, still screaming, grabbed my drawing off my desk, and pointed at me like I was dangerous.
Ooh, okay, now what is this?
They walked me out without saying a word and sat me down in Principal Carter's office. He had my drawing under a desk lamp like he was examining a ransom note. He looked up. "Explain this."
I'm just guessing because his story videos have the most absurd endings. This guy is the next prodigy of Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, no, the guy that Van Duh, whoever paints, bro, I'm sorry, but whoever paints, he's about to be the next prodigy.
I told him it's me and my dad fishing at the lake. He pointed at my stick figure's hand. "You're telling me this is a fishing rod when I'm looking at a weapon." I told him there's a line coming off it with a fish on the end, and I literally wrote the word fish next to it. Mrs. Keller leaned in. "It looks like he's aiming at the building." I told her it's Larry.
Hey, I know his story's tactics, bro. Use them side characters to freaking mess up the story. The side characters literally downplay the main character. I'm getting it, bro.
Bait and tackle
I'm seeing
where
his
we buy
tactics.
worms, and he's facing the water because that's where fish live, and that's how fishing works. I didn't understand how every adult in the room
Obviously.
was looking at a fish and seeing a threat. Principal Carter picked up his phone and called my dad. "Mr. Davis, your son drew an image that appears to depict a school shooting. We need you here immediately." I sat there staring at my drawing, wondering how I ended up here.
I would be so scared if I was in a position though, like school shooting, bro. You do not take those in any playful manner.
My dad showed up still in his work shirt with dirt on his hands and stopped in the doorway. "Where is he? What did he draw?" Principal Carter slid the drawing across the desk, and my dad picked it up, stared at it, and laughed. Not a chuckle, a full laugh.
Why is everyone laughing, bro? Just get to the point.
"This is from last Saturday." He pulled out his phone, turned it around, and the photo was right there. Me standing in front of Larry's Bait and Tackle holding my fishing rod. Same building, same rod, same everything. He looked at the principal. "Is everyone in this room slow? My son drew a fish, labeled it fish, drew a fishing rod, drew a bait shop, and you looked at that and saw a school shooting. Nobody said anything."
Okay, at least the dad is on the son's side. I like that, bro. W dad, bro. W daddy.
"You pulled my son out of class and called me at work because not one adult in this building stopped and said, 'Hey, maybe that's a fishing rod.'" Mrs. Keller stared at the floor, and Principal Carter had nothing. My dad put the drawing in his pocket. "We're done here. Let's go." Next art class, I drew Mrs. Keller and labeled it Donkey in case there was any confusion.
Okay, so the principal was on some medicine, I'm assuming, bro. And why was she laughing at first? What?
The second my mom pulled up to my school, I saw she was mad. And as soon as I opened the car door, she held up my report card. "Are you kidding me? Not a single A on here."
Worst feeling, bro. Worst feeling. Bro was about to get grounded and not be able to play any games at all.
I tried to tell her I was sorry. I tried my best. She threw it at me. "Maybe if you didn't stay up all night tapping that dumb secret code on your brother's wall, you'd actually be able to focus."
Oh my gosh, Joey, this is I Tap Back Part 2, y'all. Oh, yo, we gotta see this, bro.
I felt my heart beating. I pulled out my
Again, the side characters, being mom, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hate that mom, bro. That joke pisses me off, but you know what? For his story. You know what I'm saying?
phone to text my brother. "Mom's really mad. I think she might, but she grabbed it from my hand." Always on this stupid phone too. I could
Oh, they always say the same thing too. It's always that damn phone.
see her face turn turning red. But
Bro, once I'm 18, bro, I'm moving out of this family.
when I looked forward, Mom, watch out. She saw the car too. And
Let's go.
It's
Please crash. I'm gonna lie, please crash and make the son safe, but the mom die.
smashed right into us.
Let's
Glass was
go.
everywhere, and I hit my head.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm
Know
sorry.
where I was. I tried to open my eyes, but nothing was moving. Then I heard someone. Listen, kid, he's never gonna wake up. No.
Wait, are you telling me we're getting the POV of he tap back of this guy?
Oh, please, he has to. It was my brother. I tried moving my hands, screaming. Nothing worked. But then, someone tapped my hand. I instantly recognized it. Chris, are you there? I squeezed my hand as hard as I could, but it didn't move. But he stood up. See you tomorrow, Chris. I felt a tear roll down my cheek. Someone else came in. We should just pull the plug. I'm not paying for a vegetable. We'll
Okay, that's freaked up. But hey, you know, it'd be like that, bro.
get more money from donating anyways. It was my mom.
It was your mom getting more money by donating? Oh my gosh, bro. If I woke up, bro, once I'm recovering, mom, you're getting these hands, bro. Like, nah, you heard that. You get more money by donating. All right.
She was talking
Nah, that's an L, mom. For sure.
about selling me, but I was still here. Jay came back, tapping about his day. I knew I had to warn him. I squeezed my arm. It felt like concrete. Please, anything. They'll kill me. Then it twitched. He gasped. He ran out to grab them. That's
Wait, Goofy out? Hold on, y'all saw
They'll
that?
kill me. Then it twitched. He gasped.
Goofy out. What? Get your animators. Hey, what is this run, bro?
To grab them. That's just a reflex. No, it's him. You're talking to a corpse. That night, I heard my mom. He's gone. We need to pull the plug. I tried to move. Then, my shoulder twitched. My dad screamed. He moved. They were silent. If he wakes up, we get nothing.
Oh, nah, yeah, nah. If he wakes up, we get nothing.
We need to get that paperwork signed. They ran out.
Goofy out run again, bro. Honestly, this is what makes his story good, bro. This Goofy out run.
And I knew I didn't have long. I felt someone tap my hand again. Chris, please wake up. They're gonna kill you. I squeezed. I needed a miracle. Then, my fingers moved. I said the first thing I thought of. SOS. Chris, I knew it. He instantly ran out of the room. Guys, he's awake. He's awake. They rushed in. I squeezed their hands. They saw it all. I heard my mom. He's still alive. We can't move him. But I knew what she said. That night, I tapped it all out to my brother as he wrote it down. He couldn't believe it. Then, when I finally opened my eyes, they gasped. My mom hugged me.
Oh, no, do not hug me. Do not hug me. I'm pushing you away.
Honey, you're alive. But I didn't hug her back. The
Good. Dummy man's bro.
doors opened behind them. The cops walked in. My parents looked nervous. What's going on? Can we help you? They were pissed. They slammed them both in handcuffs. And when they looked, Jake was holding up everything I said. I could barely move my arm, but used all my strength to raise my hand. Then my middle finger.
Hey, W ending. Hey, I love his story, bro. This is what I'm talking about. See, Zack Films, get your storytelling and endings right because his story might catch up to you, bro.
A little girl called 911 and whispered, "Can I order a large pizza, please?" Dispatch told me it was probably a
Damn, his story, bro. He grew up, bro. He went from saving his brother to being a cop now.
prank
Let's
because
see it.
they get these calls every week, but said her voice shook when she gave them her address. Kids don't whisper like that unless they're hiding from someone, so I immediately drove to her house. I knocked, and a man opened the door with a big fake smile. "Oh, hey, officer, what brings you here?" I told him we got a call from this address, and he laughed, telling me his daughter was just playing pretend on the phone, but I noticed the sweat running down his forehead. I told him I wanted to check on her, and his smile disappeared. "Do you have a warrant? Because you can't just barge into my house without one." I'd seen enough guilty men to know what one looked like, so there was no way I was leaving without that little girl. While he kept going about his rights, a little girl peeked around the corner behind him. She had messy hair and large eye bags. She looked straight at me and mouthed, "Help me." I pushed past him and crouched down to her. "Hey, sweetie, can you show me where the kitchen is?" The man grabbed my shoulder and told me I was scaring her, but when I stood up and rested my hand on my taser...
Oh, yo, you can't be putting your hands on a police officer, bro. You cannot be doing that. You do that, you're gonna get shot in real life.
His grip instantly loosened.
Yeah, good boy. You know what I'm saying? Good boy.
The little girl quickly grabbed my hand and pulled me down the hallway.
Alright, bro, his story, bro. You better save that little girl.
Her sleeves rode up, and I saw...
Yo, why do people abuse children, bro? Like, genuinely, bro. Like, there's, like, come on. Do you like abusing people that are inferior to you? Like, come on. Like, do better.
Dark purple marks wrapped around both her wrists. My heart instantly pounded because I knew exactly what this meant. The little girl whispered to me, "My mom's in the bedroom. She's hurt bad. He won't let us leave." I grabbed my...
Hey, abusive dad. Yeah, call for backup. Get everything. Can put that man in solitary confinement,
radio
bro.
and called for backup. The man heard me and came charging charging down the hallway.
Whoa. Hey, you better shoot him, bro. His story, bro.
Reached for the girl, but I slammed him against the wall and held him there. He kept
Jiu-jitsu
swinging and screaming, but I didn't let go until I heard sirens outside. They cuffed him, and I kicked the bedroom door open. His wife was curled up on the floor with a black eye and purple marks down her arms. Her daughter
damn, bro. Look, hold up.
On the floor.
Yo, what happened to her?
Eye and purple
oh, bro. Wait, I don't know what happened to her arm, but it looks like her arm is broken, bro.
Down her arms. Her daughter ran past me and collapsed into her. Her mom held her tight and looked up at me. How did you find us? Before I could answer, her daughter said, the lady on Dad's TV ordered a pizza when she was in trouble and the police came, so I did the same thing.
Daughter, bro. Hey.
When the light turned green, I went to press the gas, but my foot wouldn't move. Daddy, go, Mia said from the back seat, kicking my seat the way she did every morning when we stopped at the light 2 blocks from the school. Bro? Something was wrong with me.
What happened to his story, bro?
And I couldn't tell.
Bro, is this Johnny Sins, bro? Because he went from being a child to a police officer to now being a family with a daughter.
I tried again, and my foot still wouldn't move. The horn behind me started up, short beeps, then long ones.
I'll be terrified in this situation. You're holding up traffic, this is dangerous, and your body's not working.
Then one long blast that didn't stop. I squeezed the wheel as hard as I could, and my hand wouldn't even tighten. Daddy, Mia said, but my head wouldn't turn. I tried to say her name, and my mouth wouldn't work.
What happened to bro, man? Like, what is he on for this to happen?
In the mirror, I watched a woman throw her own door open and march toward my window. My body started shaking, and I couldn't make it stop. The edges of my vision went black, and the mirror started to disappear. Daddy, 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 what's wrong? Mia's voice climbed each time. The woman got to my window screaming, what is wrong with you? Her eyes locked onto my—
Wait, come on. Please don't be a mean side character, bro. Like, history, I get it. You have that evil mom we saw earlier, but hey, come on. Please be a good character.
My face, and the screaming stopped. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you hear me? She pulled out her phone without taking her eyes off.
Thank goodness, bro. I'm tired of that stupid negativity side characters.
I've got an active stroke. Male, 40-something. Send everything. She got me out of the car
scary.
And laid me on my side on the road. She kept her hand on my shoulder until the sirens came. I'd had a stroke at a green light, and she was a nurse on her way to work. She rode in the ambulance holding Mia's hand the whole way.
Hey, history, bro. You better survive, bro. You have a lot of videos to make, bro.
I survived with some weakness on my right side. The doctors said another few minutes and I wouldn't have made it home. Mia still sends her a card every Christmas that just says, thank you for being mad at us.
Hey, good ending, bro. I like it, bro. Zack T Films, you gotta do better, yo. You gotta do better, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's such a simple story bro makes, but you are so immersed into it.
If a single one of you fails my test, I'll make sure the whole class gets held back. All of us were shaking because his tests were impossible. He handed them out, and when we read the first question, we all looked at each other. Some students were crying.
Oh yeah, you're cooked, bro. If you're already looking around the room on the first question, just know you're cooked. You're cooked, bro.
Nobody's pencil were moving, but then our teacher's phone rang. He walked out of the room to answer it, closing the door behind him. We knew this was our chance. What did you get for number 1? But nobody knew a thing. But just as Mitch flipped to the back, his eyes lit up. He held up his page. Guys, I think this is the answer key. Then the handle turned. Everyone went silent. The teacher
Wait, bro, how's the okay?
Walked
answer
in,
key.
Glared at all of us and said, sorry guys, my wife's calling. I'll be back in 2 minutes. No cheating. He shut the door.
Okay, yes. No cheating. You know when you say that to the kids, they're doing the exact opposite.
Everyone looked at Mitch. Instantly, everyone ran over to his desk, memorizing answers, fighting for a peek. We were all trying to read them, shoving each other aside. 30 seconds left. Give me that! We all started to learn what the Pythagorean theorem meant.
Like, oh, come on, bro. You know, I was not that smart in school, but like, finally learned what the Pythagorean theorem meant, bro. Okay, come on. It's literally the rights of a square, bro.
Every equation, every definition. I heard him walking up to the door. He's coming. We ran back to our desks, but I saw it. The answer key was still out. The handle turned, but I said, the key, hide it quick. Mitch's eyes went wide, but he walked in. Did someone say something? Everyone was silent. He glared at us, then at Mitch. I looked closer, and his cheeks were puffed. He put the test—
Oh my gosh, this is intense. This is intense. Sorry, I gotta watch this.
Our teacher walked by and sat down. We all started writing, but when I handed in my test, he said, wait, my heart was racing. Do you have something to tell me? Oh no, I was busted. He leaned in, squinting. I sighed. I'm sorry. Someone left an answer key on Mitch's desk.
Don't tell me you snitch. Yo, his story, bro.
We all copied off of it. You guys memorized every answer and copied them all down? Do you realize what that is? I was ready to repeat the year. Yes, sir, it's cheating. But he put his hand on my shoulder. Wait, what? He smiled. That's called studying. Who do you think left it there?
Come on, bro. What a plot twist, bro. Come on, bro. I thought he was about to get mad and everything. Nah, screw you, his story, bro. Honestly, that's a good thing to do, but like, come on, bro. What if it was a different outcome? And most likely it was gonna be a different outcome, but it's his story, bro. He gets to control the script.
The officers found half a
hell no.
pound of coke in my bathroom and put handcuffs on me.
His story, bro. What are we doing? We went from being a kid, checking on his brother, to a police officer, to having a stroke mid-traffic, to now being in Stewart, and to now being handcuffed, bro.
Immediately. I didn't want to be arrested, so at the last second I screamed, "Wait, this isn't mine. There's a problem with my toilet." They looked at me like I was crazy and went to usher me out, but I insisted the coke they found was because of a plumbing problem. I explained every time I flushed my toilet, random bags of coke would somehow stream back up through the bowl.
Don't be excused. Let's see if it actually works.
I always simply stored it because I didn't know what to do with it. They shook their heads angrily and kept walking me, but I begged them to believe me. This is why I never told anyone. I was too afraid people would think I'm crazy, just like right now. I pleaded to just let me show them one time. They exchanged looks, then said, "Fine, but make it quick." They took off the cuffs and stood there tapping one foot. I grabbed the half pound of coke and said, "Now watch," then dumped the bag into the toilet. I told them to look closely at what happens and—
No way, no, don't tell me he's— no way, bro was about to destroy the evidence. No way, if he does this, that'll be hilarious.
Proceeded to flush. The cop stared intently as the bag swirled around and went down. A couple of seconds passed, and the cop looked at the empty bowl, losing his patience. He raised his head. "So, where's the coke?" I looked at him dead in the eyes and replied, "What coke?" They—
Oh my god, I knew it. 200 IQ play, bro. Goofy, stupid eye cops.
Arrested me on the spot, but because my bathroom has no cameras, during trial, I simply denied everything and walked free.
I don't know how that worked, but hey, that worked, bro.
My dad smashed my PlayStation
Okay, yeah. Again with the negative, strict, abusive parents, bro.
5 and said, "No more video games in this household." So I downloaded an educational app that has games—
Oh my, W promotion, bro. Yeah, let's
Dad
get
shook
to—
his head. "That's not possible. 15-year-olds can't open stock accounts." I scrolled to the account page.
Alright, you know, I just know we got a child already investing. I like that. That's really good. Yeah, there you guys have it, bro. Zack Films, you got some competition, bro, because his story might overtake you. If you guys want to see more content like this, click this video here.